Ex-boyfriend meets her for a paternity test. She was never seen or heard from again, Arizona cops say. What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I'm going to bring you guys a sad story out of Arizona. Now, the girl that you see on this picture, that is Jasmine Dunbar. Dirtbag to the right. His name is Antwaun. This story is going to read, his name is Antwaun Ware. Sounds like a football player. He's only 20. She's only 21. An Arizona man has been arrested after police say he met his ex-girlfriend Jasmine Dunbar for a paternity test, then killed and abandoned her child, they saying, but I think it was their child. They were meeting up for a paternity test. However, they say all it took was a piece of paper and some gasoline sparkled on the Arizona's woman's body, police said. Then Antwaun Travon Ware, 20 years old, lit a cigarette, then set fire to the beaten body of his ex-girlfriend Jasmine Dunbar, 21, on Tuesday night. The police say he watched Jasmine's body burn, according to the Phoenix police report. She was already beaten. They say she was burned alive. Horrible, sad tragedy. This is My Life in the Shop. One of the reasons I wanted to bring you guys this story is because I wanted to bring awareness of how much this happens. This happens all day, every day. I think that women should be allowed to carry a knife, a gun, weapons on them at all costs, man, because it's some sick, sick, sick men and sick people out here, period, man. It's 2018, and it's something in the water, the air. It's just not normal. It is just not normal for this much, for somebody, this dirtbag, trying to run away from his responsibilities. The greatest thing God could give you is a child, and this is what you do to this young girl, destroy a family. I'll bring you guys this story.
Community mourning for a young mother and mourning for the baby who will never fully know her love. ABC 15's Cameron Polam joining us now, and Cameron, being together at a time like this, really the first step to healing.
Just take a look around. You can see how much Jasmine Dunbar meant to so many here tonight. Police say she was brutally murdered. Her family says her life was just starting with the birth of her first daughter.
She had to be like scared out of her mind.
Tanya Smith says the thought of her daughter Jasmine Dunbar's final moments is too much to bear.
She asked you to take a DNA test. That's worth killing somebody over?
Police say Jasmine left home with her ex-boyfriend Antwaun Ware Tuesday night so Ware could take a DNA test. She was never seen again until her burned body was discovered in a West Valley field.
I'm angry. I feel like, why God?
Smith says Jasmine was starting anew, her life now centered around her baby daughter.
You know how you go see baby stuff and some people say, oh, but now she's like in love with all the baby stuff and everything like that. So she was looking forward, you know, to being a mom.
Antwaun Ware is accused of killing Jasmine and leaving her baby on a Phoenix street corner before burning Jasmine's remains. Her friends and family now attempting to stay strong for Ariel, her little girl.
You did not have to do that to my baby. She didn't deserve it.
And there are ways you can help too. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help pay for Jasmine's final expenses. We posted that GoFundMe link to our story on abc15.com.
All right, so now I'm going to bring you guys that GoFundMe. People, you know what, man? And at 21, you know, you don't know. You don't know better at that age. And me and my homegirls, a few of us, and I often listen to women opinions on dating. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to them directly. Here's what I think. Here's, you know, and they tell me from their perspective. A lot of times, my homegirl Gina would tell me that men bring a representative those first 6 months, those first year. They are opening car doors. They're doing everything in their power to get it. Then when they get it, they turn it. And then when the going get tough, they change. And they say that men change, and I definitely hear that, and that's definitely true. I didn't open a few car doors, and you know, a lot of men played a role at first. However, from my perspective, and we have this debate often, and I'm going to try to bring her on the show later to talk about my perspective, from a man's perspective, not saying that's the case in this, but from a man's perspective, I know super fine women who can literally go downtown, grab a doctor, lawyer, good men. Doctor, lawyer, making six figures, men that would die to have your child, would pay for you, not just money. I'm not saying a good guy as far as with money wise. A guy can be a good guy without a job. That's true. Somebody that's gonna love you. Somebody that wants children. Somebody that's gonna cherish you and worship the ground you walk on. I know a lot of women that can literally go downtown, go anywhere and get that. Guy they choose, dirtbag. No crib, no car. Now, I would give young women, young men, the benefit of the doubt at 21, 22. You don't know no damn better at that age, 22, 23, 24. But women who are making this mistake at 35, 31 years old, you don't get a pass at that age. You should know better at that age. Men and women likewise. Men that lay down with women that ain't no good. Men and women that lay down with men that ain't no good. 30 plus, no, you should not be making that mistake at that age. Sad tragedy. And we have this debate. You know, women, and I also often say that a lot of times the cases is that women are laying down with men that ain't worth a damn. Even in this case, he didn't want the child. He was, where was he at when she was pregnant? The baby is 7 months old. You're just now meeting up for DNA. He was probably trying to sound like he was running away from his responsibility. Probably didn't want the child, which is sad because she's beautiful. And any man on earth would be, her age, would love to have a child with her and to be with her. But the dirtbag don't even want a child, trying to run away from his responsibilities. What a creep. Some sick people out there. And but I have this debate, and 73 to 90% of children, these next generation, will not have their fathers in their households. Will grow up without their fathers. A lot of them won't even know their fathers. Most of the fathers don't even want the children. Don't even want the children. And I say that, man, and we have this debate. Now, my point of view, now I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not right about everything, and I never have, never will be. But my point of view, from a man's perspective, is, all these super fine women and the guy you sleep with don't want you, don't want children, don't have a job, can't even take care of children, or you for that matter. This is who you having unprotected sex with? Oh, how? But, I do understand the argument that, men bring representatives, they act, they fake in front, they bring out money they don't have, they spend money, they do things. But you gotta understand, how does he treat his mother? Are his family united? Did he have a father? Was he brought up in a two-parent household? Is he a good father to his other children if he has them? Is he a good guy? Does he have a crib, car, career? Does he have his own, is he in school? Does he have a college degree? Is he working towards a degree? Something. I work in a school environment. I could bring you 100 guys, 6 figures, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, doctor's degrees. Single. I can't name one person I know that's in jail that's single. Not one. I could point you to 100 guys that never had a crib, car, career, never have, never will, can't take care of the other 10 kids, and they got at least 10 women they could call right now. And they could go, they're living at that female's crib. And if you black, you also know at least 20 people today that you could call up right now and say, what up, man? I know you ain't never had a crib, car, career. How many girls you got? And he's going to tell you at least 10. At least. So from a man's perspective, we looking like, you know what I'm saying? A good man's perspective. But I do understand the argument though, man. Especially when you're young, you don't know no better. It happens, man, and it's sad that this young girl, whole family, life, everything in the world, beautiful, bright, And so many cases like this. In fact, I'm going to bring you guys her GoFundMe. Not only that, I'm going to bring you guys, this is her GoFundMe page here. That's her GoFundMe. My 20-year-old Jasmine was brutally murdered March 8th, 2018. That was 2 days ago. She left behind a 7-month-old daughter, Ariel. Jasmine loved her daughter more than anything. She would be forever loved and missed. They're trying to raise $10,000. They got $7,000. She was apparently very loved by so many. However, my homegirl just posted a picture yesterday, close to where I stay, a neighboring community. Apparently, somebody murdered his girlfriend and beat the daughter. It wasn't his daughter. It was his girlfriend. He murdered her and beat her daughter. And I just learned about this morning. So, he murdered her. This happens so much, man. There's some sickos. There's some sick men out there. Ladies, you must understand and find out what type of man this is. If no, man, you got to do a background check. It's 2018. Man, you got to literally sit down and run a credit check, a background check, check with his parents, check all that, man, because it's a sick day out here, man. Anyway, best blessings to this family, man. I hope they all right. I know the mothers is devastated, and of course, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, good or bad. I want to hear your opinion on the story. Peace, peace.